Good morning. I am moving slower than usual today because I am recovering from being sick for a couple of weeks and I'm not completely recovered. So I am just having a beautiful, slow weekend morning. My partner Russell is playing gigs all weekend, and so I am here alone with my art supplies and Pierre, and I am not complaining one bit. My plan for today is to be very gentle and to go with the flow, and I have an idea to start a new abstract. I am in a little bit of a zone where I have not created for a while since I have been mostly horizontal. And that's kind of lovely, actually. The forced pause, even though being sick is not fun and I would not wish it upon anyone, it is lovely to take an actual break and to relax all the way down to your bones. If you are wondering what Gansai TAMBI is and whether they're watercolors, the answer is kind of. They are Japanese pan-style paints, and they kind of land somewhere between a watercolor and a gouache in a way. They are a little bit of a thicker consistency than a watercolor, and they have a little bit of a more vibrant color. And I think they're really fun. I like them a lot for pieces that I'm not layering because they do have that more vibrant color. I think that I have found them not so great for layering pieces, but it has really been so long since I've done any painting like this that I don't exactly remember. Does anyone else use them? I would be interested to know what you think and what you think the difference is.
I first encountered it in Naples, which is where it's from, and there you have this scent of oranges, cinnamon and vanilla which just wafts through the alleyways, and one can imagine the nuns.
I think many of you know that I am a longtime Zen practitioner. It has been almost a decade of daily practice at this point. It is something that has made its way into my actual bones. Each morning these days, I have been reading a passage from Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, which is a collection of talks by my Zen grandfather in my lineage, Suzuki Roshi. Zen is not some kind of excitement, but concentration on our usual everyday routine. One of my favorite ways of Zen is this expression of taking great care. And a fundamental idea is that it's nothing special. Practice is just how you move through your daily life, whether you are a Zen practitioner or not. It is very much found in the fabric of your everyday and how you orient towards these tiny moments. I get Architectural Digest, and just like I did when I was a teenager, I rip out the pages that I'm inspired by. And often what I'm really inspired by are just color combinations and surfaces, especially natural surfaces. So I'm really taken with this Amber Valletta's marble fireplace at the moment. And I just can't get it out of my head. So I want to do a piece that is inspired by that. Usually I don't have an inspiration image as literal as this, and I'm not intending to be super literal with this image. It's more that I'm really drawn to this kind of marble, and it just happens to be expressed in Amber Valletta's fireplace. I certainly used to be scared of the blank canvas. But here's what's changed for me. My art is very much driven by intuition. So I truly believe that I can't really make a wrong mark. I can make marks that I cover up, and I can make marks that I don't think are things that I want to keep. But all of them are valid and all of them are true. My art is generally speaking very layered. Interestingly, sometimes I will stop at the first layer and I don't plan to, but it's just that's where the beauty is found. And that's what I'm after. I stop where things feel natural and true and beautiful, where they speak to me. And I'm never quite sure where that is. And so there's an aliveness in the relationship between me and my art. Because if I'm not listening, it won't talk to me. And I find that that's how most things in life are. I usually have a bit of a loose idea of how I want a piece to feel or even what I want it to look like in the colors, but everything could change and I allow it to change. I mostly just show up and allow my body to do the movements that feel good and true in the moment. It is all dependent on the weather and what music I'm listening to. And, I don't actually have much running through my mind. I usually create from a pretty neutral space and something just kind of moves through me. And when I don't feel that life force, I try to stop. Because at that point, it's just my own will that's moving me. And sometimes that's necessary if there's a deadline or, whatever, if you want to practice or learn something. But with these kind of abstracts, it doesn't work at all. And that I've learned the hard way. And the next morning, the sun is out again, which I love. It has been raining a bunch here, and I will never complain about rain in Austin. We definitely need it, but there is something about a sunny weekend morning that just gives me a little bit of life back. So I hope that you enjoyed this slow weekend of creation. And I would love to know what you guys have going on in your practice and on your mind, in your heart, in your studio, anything. I would love to hear anything about anything. And until we meet again.